EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Taking it about the 16. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 29. 41 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
You remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills.
Yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Mahomes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 60 yards. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs, nothing. King York to kick off 4th round.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
51 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's Watson on the sneak.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
And again, it's Chubb.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Watson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there complete to Sims. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hands it off out of the gun.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He gets it to Sims, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught by Sims. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson just beating the play clock. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
York able to send this one through.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson.
And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deebo Samuel.
56 yards.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Mahomes, the throw taken in by Sims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT.
And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. That one caught by Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up.
There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Browns 31, Chiefs 16. King York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson off play action. On the move to his left. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give running right is Chubb. Able to slither by. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mahomes will throw. Pass complete. This is Sims.
And some room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Chiefs 23. King York kicking off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by John Johnson. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
The Browns going to roll on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.